On May 14th, Kerrville resident Kyrian Smith was walking peacefully with his wife, child, and dog when a simple gesture toward a police officer suddenly escalated into handcuffs, detention, and threats of arrest. What started with a middle finger quickly turned into a constitutional rights controversy, all captured on body camera footage.
Hey, it's cool. It's cool. You can record me because I'm recording you too. All right. Next time I wave at you, man, you can wave with all your hands, man, all your fingers instead of just your middle finger.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that one.
That's freedom of speech, dude.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you continue, man, and you want to act like this, I'll just take you to jail for disorderly conduct, persistent disorderly conduct.
I believe this.
So continue to walk and don't say a word. Don't say a word. I'm going to take you to jail if you continue. Continue walking.
You want another civil suit on your hands, motherfucker? You better
Continue
go.
walking.
You want your sergeant down here right now.
Continue walking.
Call your sergeant.
Continue walking.
Call your motherfucking sergeant.
4200, send me another unit down there.
Sit here and my kid and my fucking wife, and you're just gonna sit here and harass me like this.
I waved at you. I simply waved at you.
And I went like this.
I'm at Clan West.
Couldn't even hold my hand up.
Look, all I did was I waved at you as a nice gesture to you and your wife as you were walking. Okay? And then you turn around and flip me off.
Your point?
Okay? So I stopped to ask you what your problem is.
Is that a crime?
It's disorderly conduct.
It is not.
It is.
Did I offend you in
Yeah,
some
there's
way?
other people walking around. Look at these people, these kids.
These kids that are seeing you yell at me?
Yeah, because I
Dude,
simply
get out of
stopped.
my face.
No, you're not free to leave. You're not free to go. You're gonna stay right here. As a matter of fact, will you take the dog, please?
No,
Will you take the dog?
I'm not sure. He didn't radio out with anybody.
Come on with the disturbance. Okay.
Are you serious, dude?
Yep. Go ahead. You're not under arrest. You're being detained because you're acting hostile towards me.
Here,
You want another unit down here, so I'm gonna send you another unit. My chief's actually gonna come down
I'd
here.
like you to know my lawyer will be being called right after this.
Okay.
My family attorney.
All right. You're not under arrest. Okay.
I am being detained. Right
You
now.
are being detained.
That means I am
Yep.
under arrest.
No, you're not.
I asked the crime I committed.
There's two different things.
May I
Okay.
ask the crime I committed.
Come on over here.
Don't touch me, sir, please.
Okay. Well.
You say I'm not under arrest?
You're detained.
Hey, this dude's illegally arresting me right now.
You're not under
walking
arrest.
with my kid,
You're not under arrest.
walking with my dog, and he is arresting me.
No.
Because I was walking with my dog.
You're not under arrest, man.
Swear to God, have nothing on me or nothing.
You're not under arrest.
What you just watched is a perfect example of a First Amendment violation happening in real time. In the United States, flipping off a police officer, yes, giving the middle finger, is 100% protected free speech under the First Amendment. This has been confirmed by multiple federal court rulings, including the 2019 Sixth Circuit case Cruz-Gulyaz versus Minard, where a court explicitly ruled that a citizen flipping off a cop cannot be stopped, detained, or arrested for it. The officer in this video threatened this man with disorderly conduct, but a single hand gesture with no physical threat and no actual public disturbance does not meet the legal definition of disorderly conduct anywhere in the U.S. Now here's where it gets even more important. The officer detained this man, and detention without lawful reason is itself a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights. The man was completely right when he said, "Being detained means I'm under arrest," because an unlawful detention carries the same legal weight as an unlawful arrest. He mentioned a civil suit, and honestly, he has a strong case. If you're ever in this situation, remember 3 things. Stay calm, clearly state, "I do not consent to this detention," and call your attorney immediately. Know your rights, because as this video proves, not every officer on the street will respect them.
I'm really getting put in the back of your car,
I got
sir?
one detained. Come on over here.
You're clear.
Getting arrested here for nothing. My girl and my dog are over here.
You're not under arrest.
Why do I have
told you that
handcuffs on me then?
Because you're being detained. Because you're refusing to identify yourself.
You never asked me to identify me.
I did.
Your camera's on, ain't it?
Yep.
My camera's on.
You said
Everybody's
you're not-
camera's on.
you're-
When did you say I want
need
your
your ID.
identification?
I need your
I'll
identification.
have it on me.
Okay. What's your name?
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
What's the crime I committed?
Go ahead and kick your feet in. Kick your feet
Sir,
in.
can I talk to you?
Yep, this is my lieutenant. You can talk to him.
I was walking here.
Talk to my
All right.
officer
Thank you,
first.
sir.
Okay. All right, LT, so I'm sitting here at the stop sign, right? I'm just watching the stop sign as this guy and his wife and kid walk past. I wave as a nice gesture, so he turns around and he flips me off. So I turn around, I come back here, I was like, hey man, what's your problem? He goes, I go, why'd you just, I wave at you and you flip me off, is there some kind of issue? And his wife has been cooperative, haven't had any issues with his wife or his kid or anything like that. I said, man, what's your issue? And he starts cussing at me. I said, hey man, you can't cuss like that. You can't act like that. You got people and other kids and stuff walking around here. So he refused to identify himself. I said, hey, you got an ID on you? He goes, I ain't got to identify you. So due to his hostile and turbulent behavior, I put him in handcuffs.
Well, at that point, you have disorderly, don't you?
Right, exactly. So that's why he's in the
middle finger, but how he responded after you.
Yep, exactly. So that's why he's in the backseat of my car. He's still refusing to identify himself. So. Hey, Chief. I'm sitting here at the stop sign, like when you passed me a little bit ago. Gentleman walks past me, and I sit there and I wave at him and his wife as they're walking. They got a kid in a stroller and a dog. Okay. He turns around, and he flips me off.
Oh, nice.
So I flip around, I come back, and I was like, hey man, what's your problem? I said, I wave at you and your wife as a kind gesture, and you flip me off. Is there some kind of problem? And then he starts getting loud and stuff like that. I said, hey, you can't act like that, man. There's other kids and stuff around here. Then he's like, oh, I'll falsify, I'm being harassed, and this guy's gonna arrest me. I said, you're not under arrest, you're being detained. So he starts cussing. I got other kids and families and stuff walking out of the church. I don't know who it is. He's refusing to identify himself. Disorderly conduct? Oh, she's being fine.
Who she say is?
She hasn't told me that. I've been dealing with him, so.
All right.
So, disorderly conduct?
Yeah, if he'll identify himself, he won't have to take that.
Yep.
I don't think it's against the law. Even if that wasn't against the law.
All right, ma'am. All right. What is his name? Okay.
I don't want to disrespect him.
Okay, I understand that, man, but here's the thing, okay? Like I said, I waved at you guys. You waved at me, he flipped me off, okay?
What's going to happen if I give him his name? Nothing?
Okay, here's the situation. Let me just explain it to you, okay? So like I wave at you and you and your family, okay? Because I'm just out here trying to, community policing, okay? So when I see you guys, I want to wave at you and acknowledge you, okay? He flips me off, which, I mean, he can do whatever he wants. I come around here to make contact with him to say, hey, man, what's your problem? And then all of a sudden, you heard how he started to get loud, right? Okay, I got other families, okay? You can't disturb other families and things like that, because once you start doing that, now it's a disorderly conduct, okay? So either he just identifies himself, I write him a disorderly conduct ticket, and it's done and over with, and he goes on his way, or he refuses to identify himself, I have to take him in at that point.
So now the situation escalated.
Officer Snyder
the man
just
is
used
in
the words
handcuffs,
community
and the officer
policing
is
to describe
justifying
what you
it by
watched.
saying he
U-turned on a
refused to
public
identify
street,
himself.
stopped a man for
Here's
a
what the
gesture
law
the courts
actually
had already
says.
protected,
In most
put him in
US
handcuffs
states,
in front
you are
of his
only
child,
required to identify
lied about
yourself
it to two commanding
if the officer
officers,
has
and is
reasonable
now
suspicion
standing
of a
next to his
crime.
man's wife.
Flipping someone
applying
off
just enough
is
pressure,
not a crime.
just enough presence,
So the entire legal
just enough
foundation for this
implied threat
detention
until she
was
hands
already
over her
invalid
husband's
from
name.
the start.
That is
The officer
not
even
community
admitted
policing.
it himself.
That is
He
coercion
said the middle
with a
finger
smile.
alone wasn't enough.
Real community
but
policing
how he
is built
responded
on
after
voluntary
is what led
cooperation
to the
and
handcuffs.
mutual trust.
That's called
what Officer
retaliatory
Snyder built
detention,
in the last 6
punishing
minutes
someone
is
for
the
their
exact
protected
opposite.
speech and reaction.
A family that will
And
never
federal
wave
courts
back
have
at a
ruled
police
this
cruiser again,
unconstitutional
and a wife who
repeatedly.
gave up her
Now
husband's
watch what the
identity
officer
not
tells his
because she
lieutenant
wanted
and his
to,
chief.
but because her
He's
husband was
literally building a
already in
story in
handcuffs
real time,
and she had no good
trying to make
options.
disorderly
He called that
conduct
a win.
stick.
It wasn't.
But here's the legal reality. Disorderly conduct requires a specific, objective disturbance to the public, not just someone raising their voice at a cop who stopped them without cause. The officer created this entire situation by turning around and approaching the man over a middle finger. You can't manufacture a confrontation, escalate it yourself, and then charge the other person for reacting. This man has a strong civil rights lawsuit, Fourth Amendment, unlawful detention, First Amendment retaliation, and the body cam footage is his best evidence. Always remember, body cams protect citizens just as much as they protect officers.
His name's Kyrian Smith.
Kyrian Smith? Okay. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Because a police officer.
Chief, it's Kyrian Smith.
Is there something wrong with my claiming that
Yeah,
you waved back?
potentially. I'll have
I
Levi
was
run him real quick.
attempting to.
420.
I'm being detained right now now because I went through way back at an officer. He did not like it.
Will you run Kyrian Smith for me, please?
Here, clear, somebody.
I would like my lawyer called.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry it turned into this, okay? I simply waving at you. I mean, if he doesn't like the police, that's fine. He's entitled to that, okay? Well, like I said, I turned around and see what it was the problem is. I don't understand why. I go out of my way to be nice to you guys, and then he goes out of his way to flip me off and then cause a disturbance after that, okay? Just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Okay?
Did he flip him off?
I didn't see what he did.
He's claiming that he raised his hand to wave at you.
No, it was clearly that he flipped me off, and then like I said, I just pulled up next to him to say, hey man, is there some kind of issue? I wave at you and your family, and then he wanted to get hostile with me, refused to identify himself, and at that point, now he's loud and causing a scene to other people.
Well, like I said, it's not really against the law to flip off the police like it should be, but
Right.
it would raise an alarm. I would approach someone and ask them too, but it just took me off.
Yep.
At that point, if he became disorderly and you think you have a good case against disorderly, then
I'm just going to write him a ticket for disorderly conduct and get him on his way, since she identified him for me. So.
Did you catch what the chief just said? He literally admitted it's not really against the law to flip off the police like it should be. That right there is the most important moment in this entire video. The chief himself acknowledged that the middle finger is not illegal, but the officer still wrote a disorderly conduct ticket anyway. This is exactly what's wrong with how some officers misuse disorderly conduct laws. It becomes a catch-all charge used to punish people for behavior that is fully protected under the Constitution. When even your own chief admits the original act wasn't a crime, your entire case for disorderly conduct falls apart in court. And here's the final legal reality. This disorderly conduct ticket will almost certainly get thrown out in court. The man was walking peacefully with his wife, kid, and dog. The officer approached him. The officer escalated him. And the officer handcuffed him, all over a hand gesture that his own chief admitted is not against the law. On top of that, the wife had to give up her husband's name under pressure, which is also a legally questionable move. Bottom line, this man should absolutely fight this ticket in court, file a civil rights complaint, and let that body cam footage do all the talking. The law was not on the officer's side today, and the footage proves it. At the end of the day, this entire situation started with a wave and a middle finger, and ended with a man in handcuffs, a disorderly conduct ticket, and a chief who literally admitted on camera that none of it was actually illegal. This is exactly why knowing your rights in America is not optional. It is essential. The First Amendment protects your speech, the Fourth Amendment protects you from unlawful detention, and your camera protects everything. This man did the right thing. He stayed vocal. He called for his lawyer immediately, and he made sure everything was on film. The courtroom is where this officer's case falls apart, and that body cam footage is the receipt. Always know your rights, always stay filming, and never let anyone, badge or no badge, silence what the Constitution already guaranteed you. If this video opened your eyes to your legal rights, hit that subscribe button right now, because we break down real cases like this every week, so you know exactly what to do when it matters most. Don't just watch, be prepared.